Yo, 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 welcome to Madhouse Pro. I'm in the building. If you don't like it, you could get out because it's my building. So today, um, working on a track. I was recording it on my cam. My cam died of the battery. Been up since about 8 something. 8 pizza this morning for breakfast. For real, for real. So, I opened up started creating a session called Spookster. I had to give it a name. I'm gonna name it crazy because it's my stuff. But it makes it unique. The naming convention. Anything I do for the year wise for 2023, 2022, it'll have that on the end. But the day I started out creating, real simple, basic pattern. It was an 8 bar pattern. And I was like, do this, and it's funny you could say that, figure of speech or whatever, rhetorical. It's funny how you could create something off the simplest patterns. It don't have to be super complex. And I don't know how to play the keyboard like that. You know what I'm saying? I create a pattern such off 3 notes, whether they one after the other, C, D, and E, or whatnot, and rotate it. You know what I'm saying? And you could come up with something interesting, but it's also the instruments you put that's playing. This stuff popping up. I gotta take this off. Yeah, I do that. It's interesting because the instruments that you put with it is going to give it that uniqueness of the sound you get. Most people would tell you is how you process it, which is true. How you process a sound, meaning adding effects to it, is going to dictate how the sound, comes out. So that's how you can make something unique. It could be the same pattern, but unique. You know how many kick drums there are? A kick drum just go boom. But you know how many times people process it to get it to sound different? Just food for thought. It's all about, uniqueness. I don't want to be like everybody else. Of course, you don't want to, you like, oh, the next Dre, the next Kanye, or Scott Storch, or Swiss Beats. You hear those names and like, boom. Dag, it sounds dope to be mentioned among those for the people who look for those accolades, So some people like, oh, I want to be the next. No, just be you. Be you. Like, you think Kanye wants to be the next Dr. Dre? Nope. That's why he the next Ye. You think Swiss Beats want to be the next somebody? No. That's why they Swiss Beats, And that's just in life. Everybody, the next Jordan, there will never be a next Jordan. You do have LeBron James. He's LeBron James. You have Dr. J. He's Dr. J. So you got to keep all that in mind. The comparison, it kind of helps because only thing you see is that you're in the same industry as that individual. That's when you get compared to somebody. So when it comes to creating your sounds, create your sound. Try to be the best you. Don't try to be nobody else. I don't know why I jumped off into that spiel, but it was all off of creating sounds, how you process them. So you create a MIDI pattern. If I give a MIDI pattern to somebody else and they put a different instrument to it, it's going to be different. The same notes that I programmed or played is going to be different. And that's what I do sometimes on my tracks. I take the same MIDI track, I put it on another track and add a different instrument. And that's what I did with these. So if you're looking, I know a lot of people looking like, oh, look at the patterns. Some people don't want you to even see this much. Y'all could go on here and be like, I think that's this note, that note. And you could run the same pattern I ran, go make a banger hit and be done. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it's about. When you get off into the areas of stems, and these companies like, send us your stems so that we could remix them. That's cool, but you got to pay for them. So that's the way I look at some of this stuff, some of it. Some people you got a good relationship with, and the quality of work and what they do, and they're not going to be trying to rip you off, then yeah, feel free. But think about it. This is my work. Like, if you sit here and look at this pattern, I sat down, I played it, then I programmed it. That's my pattern. So people get caught up on what's theirs, and sometimes you got that right. Sometimes you have that right. People be talking about owning my own masters. Prince was a big advocate. I seen a thing where him and Nas was sitting down, or Nas was saying Prince wanted to work with him, but when Prince said, "Do you own your own stuff?" He said, "No." He said, "Well, when you do that, get back with me." You know, so you look at things like that because it's all about how you look at it. But I'm not gonna get into that. Let's just get into this stuff, into this music stuff. So I created a pattern. I'm gonna show y'all this process. So that was the beginning pattern. This is stage 73 by, I forgot the name of that company, but they dope. I don't know if I gotta show you. That's by one of these guys. They're not over here. Yeah, the Analog Lab. Arturia, my bad. But I ain't getting paid for that from Arturia. But that's what I use, Arturia. So now let's go on, y'all. So I'm gonna get y'all, like I always do, the next instrument. Bring this over for you guys. Battery 4. They loan up. Well, they do support 32-bit, but with their latest update, it pushed me all the way over to 64, so I have to create new patterns. But battery 4, I wanted just to snap. Now this right here is interesting. This is what I was telling you about sounds. This is the same pattern, right? But when you put it with the right instrument, I'm gonna turn that up for y'all. Less talking, but just follow. To pause this. By the way, this is a free VST right here. Drum Pro 64-bit. I forgot the name of the company, but if you Google it, you could get it. Yes, they have Usher Face that. I've been working with this thing for going up close so many years. But this is a free one, but let me get you guys back. All right, y'all. Now, real quick, now that I did all that, usually that's just an 8-bar count. As you can see, 1 through 8 highlighted up over here. Take off the mute and the solos. Now, what I'm about to do is just arrange it. And to me, this is the easiest part. This is when you get the variate, when it comes in, when it go out. I'm not gonna give you a whole spiel on volume automation and all that. So I'm gonna just do a real quick and simple. I'm gonna see if I get this under, I don't know, a minute. We at 10 minutes now, so let's go. Try not to give too much thought of it. I'm gonna try to do it as I create it. That'd be good. Control D for those who use Samplitude Pro. Makes everything easier. Makes it easier. So y'all can see what I'm gonna do. You could fill it in and then subtract. So can I get this under a minute? Probably not. Oh well. So I don't want that to come in until later. I like the drums too, but later. Just like that, I'm finished. So just about what? At a minute. Check it out, y'all. Real brief. There you have it, y'all. A quick little 15-minute quick session, if y'all call that quick. But this ain't showing you how to create everything. This is just a part of the process. So hey, this is Madhouse Pro. Thanks for watching, and I'm out. You gotta go home because you gotta get up out of here. I'm tired, y'all. It's like 9 o'clock in the morning, 8 o'clock to most of my people back in Chicago. I'm gonna take a nap. I gotta be at work at 8. Y'all, I ain't gonna keep y'all. Be blessed.